Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Thanks for joining this live. Excited to talk about the new year. Yeah, happy new year to all you guys. Exciting things in store. We're getting ready for the big March event. I know a lot of you are from the March event, and then we also have some Australian clients on here as well as Spotlight members. So excited to see everybody tonight and talk some entertainment. I hope you guys brought some good questions because I got my man with me. He's actually filming currently, but he's able to break away and talk to us a little bit. But guys, let's welcome my good friend, Mr. Don Benjamin, is with us today. Everybody.
What's good? What's good? What's good?
Hey, what's up, my brother? How are you?
How you feeling?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. First of all, congratulations, my man,
Thank you, bro. Thank
on
you.
the new baby, and
Yes, sir.
excited for you. It's so crazy how far we've come. Like me and Don, we've been doing this for a while,
We've been doing it for almost a decade?
almost a decade. Yeah,
Almost
it's
a
been
decade?
well, actually,
Has
maybe
it been a
yeah.
decade? It's been over a decade
I think it's probably been a decade. I've grown a couple gray hairs.
for sure.
You got married, you got two kids, or one and one on the way. It's crazy, man.
Yes, bro.
So, what's new, man? What are you working on right now?
Yo, filming a untitled project. Can't speak too much on, but it will be exciting as usual. Trying to keep up
That's
with you,
good.
bro, and all the shows that you're on right now.
Oh man, let me tell you, it's been whirlwind over here. Oh man, it goes like every week is just something new. It's been crazy. This reality world is just nuts, man.
The reality
Um,
world is different.
Yeah, so we have a bunch of models on here that are coming to the March event, which I'm sure you'll be joining us at the March event, right? You'll be
Yes,
around.
sir.
All
I'm
right.
gonna be there.
All right. So what we want to do is we want to kind of go over some questions with you guys about anything that you have on your mind for entertainment, anything that you would like to know from Don, like maybe how he gets started, or how his auditions are going, or what the process is, anything really that's on your mind. He's also a top model, so the man does it all, let me tell you. All right, so I want to get into it because I'm not sure how long we're going to be able to have Don tonight, but I want you guys to get your questions answered tonight. So what's on our minds? What are we thinking entertainment wise? Is everybody as excited as this March show is coming up? But what
No Peyton tonight, bro.
yeah, no Peyton tonight. Yeah,
Dang, you a one man show.
he's out having some escargot. Who knows what he's doing? You know what I mean? Peyton does what Peyton wants. He's his own. Maybe he's taking a bath right now. Maybe that's what he's doing. He's soaking up. He's trying to calm down from all the uh, all the stress that I give him. Maybe.
That's hella
All
funny.
right, so let's get into these questions. Have we decided a theme for March? Not yet. Not yet. We wouldn't be giving it away that soon. So, um, but we will know soon enough. So let's get
Any
into
tips?
this. Any tips for commercial reels? You doing any reels right now? Any commercial reels, or you have a demo reel?
Who me?
Yeah.
What's a commercial reel?
I think they're speaking of like a
Like
demo
real like
reel.
demo reels to do commercials?
Yeah, I think it's maybe the question is any tips on their commercial demo reels.
I don't even know
Let's
what a
say that.
commercial demo reel is,
Like
but
like when
I would say like if you haven't ever done a commercial before, is that
yeah, well, it's basically like a commercial demo reel is like pieces of like that you've been on television, right? So like different scenes that you've done in a movie or a television show, right? And they
but
piece
just
that all together.
commercials?
Yeah, that's a demo reel that like your agent
Right,
would
right, right.
present.
Yeah, I have demo reels. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I would say I would tell people if you haven't been in a commercial before, try to go shoot some mock commercials, like try to, shoot something with your friends. Like, for example, before I started booking acting roles, I would go and shoot short films with people to get clips showing me acting and showing my skills acting. So I guess it's the same with a commercial. Like, if you haven't booked a commercial, go and do. I actually did like a spec commercial one time where we rented a car, like a Benz, and we went and kind of rented some cameras and we shot like a mock commercial for this Benz. So I guess doing something like that to start to build your reel to show what you are capable of doing is a good like first step until you start booking the jobs.
Yeah. Yeah. What's a behind the scenes moment from your career that most people wouldn't expect, Don?
Behind the scenes moment, you know, man, there's been so many. I know a lot of people got to see the behind the scenes moment with Tyra Banks she when they on the season of Top Model when they made me wax my back and then my back broke out and Tyra Banks was like popping my pimples live on TV and I was like hella embarrassed but hella starstruck at the same time. That was pretty crazy. Another one, man, it was crazy because we this one of my last movies I filmed, we filmed out in Abu Dhabi and we filmed in the summertime and it was like 120 degrees, yo, and we were having to pop like hydration capsules to like not die from dehydration out there because it was so hot while we were filming and like people were like having heat strokes and passing out. You know, I know another funny behind the scenes story, like when we shot the Ariana Grande video, the one I did with Ariana Grande. It was like a 17-hour day shoot, and we were like exhausted shooting. We literally shot into the second day, and like we were like damn near loopy, like while we were shooting this video, and it's like freezing. We're out in the middle of the desert, and the guy on the motorcycle is not really me. I don't know if y'all seen
It's
my
me.
music
She's
video
holding
Ariana
me.
Grande.
She's
It's
holding
actually
me as
Josh.
we're going.
It's
That was
actually
the stunt
Josh,
double.
but they had the stunt double come in and it's like freezing, and I'm like, yo, I'm like, I don't really ride motorcycles like that, so they had a stunt double come out. Um, but man, I mean, there's so many like the behind the scenes stuff. There's so much that goes on behind the scenes is crazy.
Yeah, really is. In my world, it's even crazier. Let me tell you, man. My experiences recently, I can't even really talk about. Anyway, all right. So, how many shoes should we bring? You're gonna get an email as far as what to bring in your model bag. They're gonna be sending you out um, different things to bring in your model bag. How many shoes? They'll give you all the details in that here really soon for that. So Don, let me ask you, how do you stay motivated and maintain your confidence in such a competitive industry?
I think the main thing is just keeping my faith in God and really just like having an ultimate belief in myself and what I'm capable of. After hearing no so many times in this industry, you're just like, eventually I got to get a yes. And I think once you work on yourself enough and build your own confidence, like you just know that it's only a matter of time before something's going to happen. Because even at the level I'm at right now, is wind blowing in the phone? Can you hear
No,
wind
you're
blowing?
fine. I got you.
It's like a crazy windstorm in California. Um,
And it's
like
burning. It's on
when
fire.
it's on fire, yo. It's crazy right now. But talent wise, like as you work on yourself and you really get to a point to where you've really like perfected your craft, then you have a different type of confidence. It's not cocky, it's just a confidence. And there's always new levels that you're trying to get to. So for me, it's just working on myself to where I'm always ready for that next opportunity that's meant for me.
Yeah. Um, what is the most rewarding part of connecting with your audience online?
I think the most rewarding part for me personally is like when I was coming up trying to get to where I am now, like we didn't really have social media, or like you couldn't be as in touch with people that you seen doing something you want to do. Like when I first got on, Instagram was first starting, but like when I was trying to become an actor or a musician or a model, like I had no way to see what Denzel was doing every day. I had no way to see what Drake and Lil Wayne was doing every day, or Tyson Bedford. Like I couldn't see what they were doing every day and like comment to them and get a response and get advice. So like for the fact that I can now do that where I'm at and like give people advice of things that may not have been worked for me, or show them, you know, my wins and my losses, like to be able to connect on that level is cool because I didn't get that on my journey coming up.
Yeah. And not to mention, but we are starting an online platform actually, where all models, actors, singers, dancers can connect. We'll all be on there. We're going to be doing a bunch of lives and giving away a lot of information and entertainment. It is called Spotlight, and if we could pop that in the chat, you guys will have free access to that platform, and it's really informational about entertainment, and it's going to have a lot of tools to help you. Also has a magazine attached, and we're trying to get Don in that magazine. What do you think? We put you in the new Spotlight magazine, give you your own spread?
Yeah, I'm in it for sure, bro. Let's go. Yo, look at that. Can you see that picture? How this is
Well, don't
crazy.
blow. Well,
Y'all are
don't
getting a
blow.
live. Y'all are getting a live look at the craziness.
Don't blow away. I know you don't weigh too much, so be careful.
I've been locked in.
All
What would you say?
right.
That's hella
So,
funny.
how can a model be original and bring more attention to themselves, like different from the rest?
That's a good question. That's a good question. You know, you have to. That's a good question. I mean, for me, like when I first started, I had tattoos, and it wasn't a thing to be a model with tattoos. Like it was just clean. So for me, in my mind, I was like, well, I'm gonna be one of the first tattoo models to do high fashion, and now there's a lot of models with tattoos, of course, but I think you have to find what works, and then find something subtly different that you have about yourself. So like if you have dark hair and everybody that's modeling right now has dark hair, how can you tweak your hair just a little bit to give you that little bit of a difference? I guess that's just like one example. Like find things that are working in the industry and then find a little something that works better for you. I mean, only you know like your niche or what you're good at or what appearances you have. If you have light eyes, like I used to use my green eyes to my advantage. Like if I know that only 1% of the world has green eyes, I'm gonna make sure when I take pictures that I have the perfect lighting to highlight what is working for me. So I guess I don't know. That's my advice.
So you just have those handsome eyes. That's what it is. You just have
Bro, you
those
just gotta work the eyes, bro. I just work
handsome
the
eyes.
eyes.
All right. All right, let's keep going. Hi, how is the show in LA coming up? Oh, how is the show in LA coming? We're coming from Australia. Well, it's going to be phenomenal. Let me tell you, the shows that we do, I mean, there's nothing else like it. It's a big Hollywood event. There's a lot of stars, 40 plus different agencies. I mean, it's going to be an amazing event. Don comes. Sometimes his wife comes as well, but I don't know for March. She is pregnant, so I don't know if she's going to be up for it this time, huh? I guess we'll see.
I'll try to get her. I'll try to get her to come out.
Yeah, but it's coming. It's coming around the corner. We're very excited for it, and we're very excited to have you there. So, when is the next casting call in West Palm Beach, Florida? Well, that I don't know, but I would follow the Preview Models Instagram, because what they'll be doing is they'll be releasing different days and where we're going. We just started this calendar, and I believe this week we're actually headed to Irvine. And then the following week we are going to San Diego. What are you doing Sunday? You want to come to Irvine?
Me
Yeah, you went there before with me.
on Sunday.
Yeah.
I may be down for that.
Okay. All right. Well, now everybody
I'll
knows.
I'll come out to Irvine on Sunday.
All right. Yeah, it's good. It should be a good one. All right. So let's keep going. Who are your biggest inspirations in the fashion world, past and present?
Um, I always came up on Tyson Bedford as a model. Um, I modeled for Philip Plein. I walked for Philip Plein in Milan Fashion Week, and I got to actually like hang out with him, and he gave me some very inspirational advice on the fashion industry as a whole. I love, he's kind of a hot wire in the industry. If y'all look up Philip Plein, if y'all don't know who he is, but he's kind of like a vigilante of the industry. But um, I just what man, I guess Tyson Bedford was like always my model that I looked at, where I was like, man, he's like the staple male model
Yeah,
that I want to
he
be like.
was. He was. He still is actually. Like he's really big in Paris.
Yeah, Tyson is that guy.
Yeah, yeah. All right. So Don, you have any tips going into your very first audition?
Tips going into your first audition. I guess it's really just before going to your audition, like being as prepared as possible. So that way, when you get into the audition, you're not like you're always going to be nervous. Like I'm still nervous till this day when I go into auditions, but like you can limit the amount of nervousness you have by being as prepared as possible. So if you're going to get ready to audition to be on a catwalk, like make sure you have your walk down. If you're auditioning for a movie, make sure you have your dialogue down. Like just being prepared as possible, like and have personality, like because a lot of times when you're working on projects, people want to also enjoy their time with you. So you have to be personable and likable just alongside of looking good or nailing the job. So I think those are some of the main things is be prepared and be personable.
Yeah. Great. Everybody loves you. You're getting a lot of love in the comments. They like your answers, Don. So, well, I do have a question though, because I think everybody wants to know this is what are three key tips to help someone navigate their way to break into the industry? What would you say is like the top three tips for somebody to break into the entertainment industry?
I think the top three tips are consistency, persistent, being persistent, consistent, and and persistent. And you have to do your due diligence. Like you have to put the work in, put the time in. Like what do they say? Everybody that makes it put in at least 10,000 hours or whatever of their craft. So it's like you got to do the work for it to pay off, but eventually it always pays off if you stick to it.
Yeah, so you would say the top three tips for breaking into the industry is persistence, consistency, and number three was
Due diligence.
due diligence, right? Do your research and learn the craft of what you're getting into. A lot of people just think that they can get into entertainment just because they're pretty, just because they have Don's eyes, right? But what they don't know is the backstory behind Don's eyes, right? Like Don was
Learn the business.
learn the business. Don was, before he made it, he was in a one what a apartment with seven other dudes, and just
The grind.
struggling getting
You
there.
gotta pay your dues before you make it to the top. I was living super rough with all my boys in a one bedroom before getting into the mansion.
Yeah, and Don, how many covers have you been on? And how can somebody be in a magazine?
Man, I've been on a lot of covers. You got to get a publicist. Y'all work with Josh. Josh will get y'all lined up with the right publicist, the right agents. Josh will get y'all lined up, but you definitely need a good publicist. You need a good agent on your team. You need a good manager on your team. People that can put you in these right rooms and get you these opportunities for sure. It's hard to get on your own. It's just you got to have a team in this industry, whether the entertainment industry in general. You got to build your team out. You got to have agents, managers, publicists, eventually assistants when you can afford them, editors eventually. Like you can't win without a team. You got to have a
Yeah.
team.
Yeah. You basically become, your own team, and I'm definitely, finding out that that is definitely what you need as you continue on and things get bigger and bigger. But Spotlight can make a lot of these things happen for you guys. Spotlight actually has its own magazine attached to it. You can actually submit to be on the cover of the actual magazine, and there's a voting system in place. And a lot of us are going to be featured in this magazine. So if you want to be featured, check it out. Spotlight. The link is in the chat, and you can join for free there. So yeah, check it out. Check it out. Let's see here. A couple more, Don, and I'm gonna let you go. Okay. Um, how do you handle criticism from casting directors?
Man, I used to tear me apart, but now I like to take. I need criticism because criticism helps you grow and get better. At first, I'm a tourist, so I was a little bullheaded, and I'd be like, they don't know what they're talking about. But you take that and you figure out how to get better. If they tell you you're not doing something, now I'll try to ask questions on if I can do something better. But you know, eventually, again, I think it's all about timing and you keep working hard. And the industry is small, so you're gonna keep running into a lot of the same casting directors. And you have to be, again, you prepare yourself, and eventually they're gonna give you the answer you're looking for. That's really all it comes down to.
All right. And lastly, Don, I'm gonna give you one more and then I'm gonna let you go because I know you're filming, right? You gotta
Yeah, I
get
got to get
rolling.
back in.
Okay. Let's see. These ones I can answer. Okay. Don, do you think Preview Models shows could be compared to ANTM in terms of promoting somebody's career?
Um, well, here's the thing about ANTM and preview model shows. With ANTM, it's reality TV. So when I did ANTM, like, yeah, they gave me some tips on how to model, but I had to still go out and do the research. And when I came off of the show, I still had to go figure out what agencies were there and what agents were around. With the preview model shows, you're getting actual tips from actual models, and you have actual agents at the show that can sign you on the spot from the show. So in my opinion, it's two different worlds, but all press and promo is what you need to succeed in this industry. You need to go to fashion shows. You need to be at networking events. If you can get on a TV show, try to get on a TV show. You need as much press and publicity as possible. You need to be as many places as possible. So, you know, but preview models. I mean, my agents are preview models. I mean, I worked with a couple of the people at preview models to find me new agencies and new reps. So it's a great network and great team members around there for sure.
Yeah. Well, dude, thank
And I'm
you. I
trying to have
appreciate.
Mario Lopez next time. I'm gonna come holler at Mario Lopez so he can help me produce some films.
Hey, listen, I got something. Actually, I'm going to be in town this week. I want to talk to you. I have a whole movie outline done. I have a few people I'm meeting with, but we'll talk movie stuff later. Because yeah, man, that's we have some business to handle in 2025, my friend.
Yeah, let's definitely talk, bro. We gonna keep building and growing. I'm a part of Spotlight, so I'm definitely here to help y'all as much as I can. Josh is my brother, and all we trying to do is to continue to build up and use our resources to help everybody else out because that's really what it's about. So,
Yeah. All right, brother. I appreciate you. I'll let you get back. Thank you, and I'll call you later. Okay.
all right, bro.
All right.
Appreciate you.
Tell Leanne hello for me. Thanks, brother.
All right, y'all. Stay blessed.
All right, that was Mr. Don Benjamin, everybody. I do have somebody else coming on as well. So don't worry. It's not just me. It'll be somebody else too. Unless you guys just want me. Like, I can talk for another No, I'm not. All right. So let's get into these questions really quick that we do have on here. When and where is the next casting place? Irvine, California. I think we can put some links in the chat, right? Stephanie, we could maybe, or Amber, do some kind of links of where we're headed next. We're going to Irvine, California this next weekend on Saturday. It's going to be a great one. Don's probably going to come down and the whole team will be there. And we are looking for new people to be in this Hollywood show, which happens in March. All right. And then the following casting after that, I believe, is in San Diego, California. You know, it's too cold out east. I see all the winter storms going on. I see everybody getting snow. So I go the other way. That's what happens. All right. Let's see. Excuse me. All right. What are some things that you can do to stay sharp or improve your craft? Well, I like to say, you know, always continue to practice, you know, whatever it is that you're interested in, and do your research. You know, if walking or doing model walks or doing monologues, you know, find different platforms, you know, that offer different services to help you learn and help you train. And I have somebody coming on actually from Spotlight that I actually want to talk to you guys all about training, because it's actually what it is, but really just doing it over and over. And, you know, as far as like, if you're into acting or reality or, you know, influencing or whatever it is, spending as much time in front of the camera so until it's not awkward anymore, because a lot of people, they get in front of the camera and they just freeze, and or they act awkward, or they don't know how to act. So I think it's more of like, you know, practice makes perfect in this setting. Even if you're messing around with your friends, grab a camera, pretend you're, you know, a podcast, or, you know, do some funny reels or do something, but get in front of the camera, learn and see how you look on camera, see how your movements are, and learn how to deliver lines the best, I guess I would say. Excuse me. All right. Next question. What would you suggest doing if I live in a small town? Should I move? Well, you know, I've been traveling the world lately, and, you know, it's just such an amazing place. So many different things to learn, so many cultures, so many different foods. You know, I mean, I like small towns too. You know, it's everything else around me is going so fast and things are moving so quick. So sometimes a small town is good. Is it booming in the small town? Probably not. Are you going to be booking all the time from a small town? I mean, maybe in a local setting, you might book some things, but it's going to be a little bit harder to break in nationally by doing that. So I would say do your research more in front of, you know, as far as what city you want to be a part of, and learn, and maybe do some jobs, or find an agent, or get in some casting networks. But really, you want to find like representation that reps you in a bigger city before you should move anywhere. You want to have good representation. So that's what I would say. Don't move. Big cities are very expensive. If you're moving for career, then wait, don't put the cart in front of the horse. All right. Estefania or Amber, can you add Jeremy on screen for me? What's up, Jeremy? How are you, brother?
And how are you doing?
Good to see you. So everybody, this is Mr. Jeremy Johnson, and he is one of the owners of Spotlight.tv, and it's a really cool new platform that we are launching. Everybody has free access at the moment. We have a lot of celebrities on there, and we do lives. How many lives a month are we planning to do with this?
So far right now we have 2 a week happening, so 8 a month.
8 a month at the moment. And how many are you?
I am doing 1 a week, every weekend, every Saturday. You can join us.
That might be too much to see you. Come on. I'm going to be on there also. Me and the Bad Boys are actually have a little segment that we're going to do too as well. But really, before I get back into these questions, I just wanted to have you just talk a little bit about Spotlight, what it's going to offer, and why it's a good thing, especially if they're going through this preview models showcase, right? Because it has a lot of training tools, and there's agencies that are attached to it, right? So it's a good way to learn from the actual agencies and industry professionals before meeting them. Would you say?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'll be having different guests on my sessions live every weekend, which will be industry reps, industry professionals. We'll have agents on there, managers. In fact, this weekend coming up is a casting director. So those of you who do jump on the platform for this weekend, be sure to join us for that. This is a chance for you guys to be able to ask questions, get your questions answered, learn from these reps what they're looking for. We're going to ask our casting director friend this weekend lots of hard questions. When they're doing actual auditions, what are they looking for? Give you guys all those tips and pointers on how to figure that out so you are prepared, especially if you're going to the preview model event coming up here in a couple of months. That's what this is all about, is to help you guys get ready for these types of events. So that way, when you show up, I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, I know I can't speak for Josh, but at the end of the day, we want you guys to be successful as much as
Well, I
possible.
want them to be successful too. Why, you can speak for me on that. Yeah.
Well, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I know that that's what he wants as well, and we want to see you guys be successful. We're cheering for every single person that walks those runways, that are on those stages. We want to see you guys. We want to see you guys on TV, in TV commercials and movies.
Yeah. And just real quick, there is a do-it-yourself section on there, right? As far as videos are concerned, there's a complete do-it-yourself video system from different celebrities. I believe Dawn has one. Chanel West Coast is on there. Some of my friends, of course, right? What's that what's that system like?
Yeah, so basically it's like little modules you can watch on your own time. Each of those modules are very informative. They're broken up into step-by-steps on just ways to get better as a performer. There's definitely going to be modules on there for modeling, for even male models, female models. We have something for everyone. So yeah, do it yourself. And then they all come with, some work to do, so that you have to put in the homework as well. They all give advice on what you should be doing. And I know even Dom gave some advice here today. Write notes and put the work in. Don't just listen. Being active is going to be important. I know that we also have a section on there. It's labeled for Josh, so you guys can actually.
Hey. Well, who doesn't want that section? Everybody wants the Josh section. Come on. It's the most entertaining spectacle you can imagine.
But yeah, feel free to ask him questions throughout the week. He's going to be on there posting answers to your questions, and anything that comes up, feel free to reach out, and he'll be there to answer that along with the rest of the team.
Yes, I will. Yes, I will. And while we're talking about it, the magazine that's attached to it, I heard that somebody's going to give me a spread in this magazine.
I'm not sure.
Why are you taking so long to answer the question? I need a spread in this magazine. What's going on here?
We'll see about that. We're waiting until
you can't think of a joke fast enough. That's what's happening. See, you wanted to burn me, but you can't, because I'm the master right here. Just don't forget that one.
as soon as I get a guest appearance on the Bad Boys, we'll let you in the magazine.
All right, we'll see. Well, you have to audition for that. Jamal actually just busted his calf today, so I think he's actually out. We were supposed to film some videos next week, but I think he is sprained his calf playing basketball today. Wow. So he's out. So maybe you can step in.
You're down a man. I can step in.
We'll see. But tell us more about the magazine, because people can submit to this magazine and be featured in it if they're Spotlight members.
Correct. Yeah. So if you're a member of the platform, there's an option for you to be able to submit your photos. So if you're interested in being a part of the magazine, we want you guys to submit your favorite photos. We want you to write a bio of yourself. Let us know who you are, where you're from, what part of the world you're in, your experience in the industry. And we'll be voting on those. This magazine is going to be coming out every quarter. So every 3 months, a new copy will be made, and we'll be featuring new talent. So we're excited to meet you guys and see what you guys have to offer.
Awesome. And is there one dropping here pretty soon? Isn't there a Paris issue something, or something's coming out?
Yeah, there is. In fact, those of you who are going to be at the preview model event, you guys will get your hands on the first copies that are being for this last issue. So
yeah. And in case anybody's on here that is going to March, because I know there's a lot of people, we are doing a Spotlight magazine from that preview models production. Is that right? Is that what the plan is for the next Spotlight magazine, right?
Correct. There'll be photographers shooting for the magazine during the production itself.
Okay.
So
Come out to Hollywood, get on a cover. That's what I'm talking about. You know, the Hollywood dream. There we go.
Now maybe an opportunity, Josh, to be in the magazine. We're not sure yet, though.
Let me tell you, they pay me to be on magazines these days. Okay. All right. And then lastly, there's one really cool feature about Spotlight. What I really liked and why I wanted to be a part of it is because there's also a casting process, right? There's agencies that come on and do like open calls for the agencies if they're Spotlight members. Is that right?
Correct. We'll be holding those throughout the year. We'll be making announcements on the platform, the dates and the times. And so each and every one of you who are involved on the platform, you'll be welcome to join those agents live and actually do auditions for them directly themselves. So as they're looking for new talent, that's the thing, is agents and managers are always looking for new talent, great talent to work with. And we're hoping to get the best talent on this platform, ready to go, ready to meet these agents, and hopefully have a chance to work with each and every one of them.
Awesome. Well, dude, thanks for coming on and talking a little piece with me. Enjoy you. I mean, I'm just going to be answering some questions here. Jeremy's been in entertainment for quite some time. I guess you could stay on with me if you would like. Want to answer some questions, Jeremy? Okay, cool. Let's do it. All right, so let's get into it. This is going to be for March clients and Australian members of Preview Models, which we're very excited about the Australian show as well. There is going to be a Preview Models Australia in 2025, and we are currently casting for that. So we are all excited. Let's see. Where did we leave off here? What advice would you give to aspiring models who also want to make an impact as influencers? Ooh, okay. I would say that, really building your social media. Social media is going to be key, especially if you want to be an influencer. And if you're just starting out, there's also other micro influencers or, follow trends that are going on as far as to build your social media, right? Different videos. As far as us models getting into like the influencing world, I feel like it goes hand in hand, like if you're a great model, you're basically an influencer as well, because that's what your brand is, would you agree with me there?
Absolutely. Yeah. Know who you are too as a model, like know what your lane is, like what type of model you want to be, and feature images on your Instagram for that particular, brand. So find brands that you like, and then post photos of you, that that they would like you as a model. So that's going to be very important to try to figure out what kind of brand you want to be representing, and then represent that brand. If you look at influencers online, you'll see that they all have very similar images on their Instagram. If you scroll through them, they have the same looks, the same attitude, the same types of photos. So try to figure out who you are and who you want to be.
That was a very good answer, Jeremy. This is why Jeremy does the business section on Spotlight, and I do the fun part of it. All right. So I'm doing an audition this Sunday for AGT. Any tips? Breathe, calm your nerves. I would say, I don't know what you're doing on America's Got Talent or what the craft is, because I feel like that also matters, because there's some on America's Got Talent, there's some crazy things that they do, like, people get hurt and some people sing. So, but I mean, just understand and know that you are the master of whatever it is that you're going up there, and put it out in the universe, like like give yourself, hype yourself up. Let yourself know, I'm a star, like I'm meant to do this. Like, let yourself know that you can accomplish this and you're meant to be there. So, and breathe. That's what I would say. Yeah.
Yeah. Do the best you can, and then forget about it, right? That's all you can do.
Do we need to have a monologue and commercial reel prepared for the showcase in March as a VIP model? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. You should be doing it now. Start to, find a good monologue for yourself, have a commercial prepared. You're going to be in front of 40 plus agencies. So, you want the door wide open. You want to, make sure that you're 100% prepared. You're going there for a reason. And that reason is to get into, entertainment on the next level. That's why this whole thing is there. And that's why it exists. So, definitely be prepared, be overly prepared, and go in there with like a business mindset. Like, I'm going in here and I know the show is, very Hollywood and there's a lot of stuff that's going on. But understand that you're there for the business. Like, and your business is to, get signed as a model, as an actor, or whatever we're coming for. So make sure that you are 100%, 110% prepared for when that time comes. That's what I would say. All right. Do you think, okay, we already read that one. Hi, can you give us more information regarding Australia Showcase, which is happening on this May? Yeah, it's going to be the last weekend in May. We also still have, I think, a couple more tours that we have to go through and cast for Australia. I think we have about half of it cast right now, and then we're going to be casting the other half, and then we will be putting the whole show together in Sydney, just the way that we do it in Hollywood with all the agencies, runway. It's going to be, Hollywood coming to Sydney. So,
Hollywood Down Under.
Hollywood Down Under. There you go. All right. Thanks for having this meeting. What skills do you believe? I'm going to ask you this one, Jeremy. Jeremy is here. Okay. Thanks for having this meeting. What skills do you believe are essential for success in modeling and acting?
Confidence, for sure. I mean, confidence is going to be key. Always be training. You guys have to understand that you're never ever going to perfect your craft. And some of the greatest actors, models, they all have coaches. Even the ones that your favorite ones that are on film and TV today, they're constantly training. So, always be perfecting your craft, gaining that confidence. And the biggest key for auditioning, I would say, is, do the best you can each and every time, give 100% effort, and then walk away and just forget about it. You have to understand that casting directors can only say yes to one person when they're doing a casting. So if they're seeing 100 people, their job is to say no to 99 people. And so, you have to remember that you're not always going to be the perfect role, perfect person for that role. And so, just do the best you can and always network. And that's where Spotlight's going to come in, is we're providing a platform for you guys to network. So not only is it about you guys getting information and being able to meet industry reps and professionals, but it also gives you a chance to meet each other and to network. So at any audition you go to, always network with other actors, because they're all in the same industry or want to be in the same industry. And it's a great way to really grow.
Yeah. All right. Does having a big Instagram with lots of followers and professional contents that get over millions of views help for the interview for the March event? I mean, it's not going to hurt you. Yeah, it's definitely going to help. It's definitely going to help. If you have a big Instagram following, and you have professional content, and people and the agency see that like the ball is already rolling for you. Yeah, I mean, I think that's definitely going to help you. So, and I would always suggest that you put that professional content on your Instagram for sure in going into this. But the agencies will take a look at your social media. They'll want to know how many followers you have. They want to make sure that they're real followers as well and not, paid. But it's definitely going to help. So I think everybody, if you're getting into entertainment, like, learn social media. Learn social media. That's a really good, you know what, dude? We need to have a learn social media, a whole
Yeah.
thing on learning social media, because I think that's a really big thing, like being an influencer and knowing how to prepare like your socials. I think that's a really big thing. And I think it's something that we definitely need to have like a full session on, professionally done by some influencers that we offer, because I think that's great for everybody. They should know all the tools and how to do it, for themselves, because it's only going to benefit you in this industry.
Right. I mean, if you only have 100 followers, you still have opportunity. It doesn't mean that you don't have an opportunity, but 100 followers versus 100,000 followers, obviously the 100,000 followers helps.
I have 100,000. All right. Let's see. Will there be assistance in putting together a model resume at all before the event? Yes, absolutely. If you're coming to that March event, we're most likely going to have a session here very soon, and it will be about setting up your resume for the actual March event. We're waiting for it to get a little bit closer to the event because we want the resume to be as current as possible when you do come to that March event. So, but that will be something that will be talked about if you're a preview client in Australia or for Hollywood. We'll definitely be talking about that one soon. Let's see. Do you think it will be more challenging for me during the March show because I'm so young? I'm 14. Absolutely not. I think that it's your time to shine, like, and really, like, getting started before, before you're 18. I mean, I like that. I feel like there's a lot of jobs. And I feel like the competition is a little bit less in that area of 14, and you're getting a head start. So I feel like it's really good. And we have agencies and management companies that only sign 18 and younger. So you'll be in a world of your own. You're going to learn a lot. You're going to learn the industry. And I think that you're at the perfect time to go. So don't think that you're not. All right. Few months ago, had a photo shoot, have an online folio. I'm new to this world. Where do I start to look for work? Well, I mean, talking about getting into entertainment without representation is really, really tough. My suggestion would be to get some jobs under your belt, and you can go to casting sites, right? Jeremy, there's some casting sites that they can go to that, unsigned clients can put, go for jobs, right? What is that?
Yeah, you can definitely put up a site, submit yourself on sites. There's obviously, some of the major sites. You can get a free site set up, or you can also pay for a site. But what happens with the self submissions is that you're not going to see all the major jobs, right? They don't show you like all the Marvel movies that are being cast. They're looking for, side roles or smaller parts, but it's still a great place to start for sure. Another good place to start is actually, I don't know where you live, but if you're near a college, like a community college that offers a film program, those guys are always looking to cast people in their films. They need it to graduate. They need all ages, and so it's a good chance for you to be on set, build your resume, get some experience, get yourself on camera, and have some fun, hopefully. And that gives you those roles that those agents are looking for. So you have a reel going on, and it's all about the experience that you have. So the more experience you can get, the better, for sure.
Absolutely. And we have AJ, I have 200K followers. Okay. Well, you just give me a few weeks. I'm on the come up here. I'm gonna catch you. You don't worry about that. All right. So Let's see here. Is this a question? Is this the Spotlight Weekly blog will have these tools for members to learn from?
Oh, I think it was a response to the question about the social media posts.
Oh, the social
Like,
media posts.
yeah. So
The-
so the best way to position social media, how to post like the blog, the Spotlight blog is sent out weekly, and that's a place for you guys. If you guys haven't been to the actual website, it's spotlight.biz. I don't know if we can put that in the chat or not, but if you guys go to the website, the blog posts are there. If you do sign up for the free platform to get on the platform for free, you'll be getting emails with the blog posts as well.
All right. Would having been on the big billboard in the heart of Melbourne City be as beneficial as having many followers? I mean, my gut tells me that I want the followers over the billboard. I mean, I think it's great that you've also been on a billboard, and I think that definitely holds value, but that social media can be really key for a lot of jobs, for a lot of casting directors and a lot of people that are hiring you, because you have to think of it, right? If I'm Pepsi Cola, I don't know if I can say all that, but if I'm Pepsi, right, or Target, right, the fact that you've been on a billboard and maybe you have 10K followers or whatever, or do I want somebody that has is an influencer in the modeling world and has 2.5 million followers? I don't know. What do you think, Jeremy?
I mean, it definitely looks good on the resume to have that.
No, what would you think
And
is better? That's what she's asking. She's saying,
I would say the followers are probably better because it's longer lasting. So you could say you're on the billboard, but the billboard's only going to last for so long, whereas the followers are going to be forever. Maybe.
well, that's not true. I mean, you can get canceled and lose all your followers.
True.
Yeah. And then you'll be in there and you'll be like, well,
I wish it was
look,
a billboard.
look, I did a billboard one time, and you can have that forever. So, maybe that point is not actually valid there, man.
I mean, they're both valuable though, for sure. But I think if I were to place value one over the other, it'd be the followers.
Yeah, for sure. LOL, true. All right. Is there any more questions for the March people? Anybody that's coming to Australia? Anything else? Oh, look at that. There's the Spotlight magazine. Yes. And if you're coming to March, you have the opportunity to be on the cover of the next issue. And we're going to feature do you know how many models they're going to be featuring in the actual magazine during the event?
I don't think that number has been set yet, so we'll find out.
I guess it depends on the talent, right? It depends on what we're getting there and the story behind the talent, really, right? Like
Really
as
does, yeah,
far as how many
absolutely.
we're going to get there. How do we submit for the Spotlight Mag? Everybody keeps asking. So how is it? Is it difficult or something, or why?
No, so if you go onto the website, it's spotlight.biz, and then there's the link on top. It says submit your magazine photos there, and it has the place for you to submit and add your bio. So spotlight.biz, I don't know if that's in the chat or not.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Spotlight.biz. Yeah. Got it. Warrington, looking forward to March. Hey, looking forward to it too, brother. Looking forward to working with you out there in March, because that is the fun part of what we do, the actual big shows when people get signed and go on and like have careers in entertainment. Like, that's why we do this, and that's what I want you to do. So make sure you are 100% ready, and make sure your mind is ready, and make sure that everything is just ready to roll, my brother. That's what I would say. All right. What are the group rates for the March Hotel? That's an administrative question. I need to that is the hotel is going to be emailed to the whole clients as far as the group rate and everything going on. And I believe that is going to be within the next 2 weeks. I would say 3 weeks or so. We should have that all locked in for you and where you're going to be. All right. And Let me see here. There we go. All right. And I think that's pretty much it for our time today. Unless anybody has any questions about the productions, I can maybe take one or two more. But we are looking forward to March. I can't wait. I know you guys are excited. We're excited. Spotlight's going to be there this time, and we're putting the show together as we speak. And that's one thing that we do very well, is put on an amazing show, and we're going to make sure that everybody has an amazing time there. It's going to be very Hollywood. All of the bad boys will be there. There's going to be a lot of different celebrities that'll be there, and it'll be everything and more that you can expect Hollywood to be. So,
including the new bad boy, right? Including the new bad boy.
No, I don't. I mean, I gotta run it by the boys, but you might need to audition and send in a dance video so we can see how you move.
If I replace Jamal here because he's injured, I mean, you guys might not let him back in. You'll be so impressed.
Yeah, Jamal's probably fuming if he heard that right now. Whoa, that's crazy.
I hope he's on it right
Jamie
now.
replacing me is crazy. That's what he's saying right now. But yeah, we're going to be doing another live for the Preview Models group here very soon, because we have some tools and things to discuss and make sure that everybody is 100% ready. But as for now, that's going to be our time for tonight. Thank you guys all for joining us. We appreciate your time. I know time is valuable and you chose to spend it with us, so we appreciate that. And good luck to everybody. March's going to be here before you know it. If you're in Australia, May's going to be here before you know it. And let's take this thing to the next level. So we'll see you guys on the next one.
Nice.